video. In this video, we're gonna be looking at a scenario where Austria forms an empire. And yeah, the NATO, the EU, UN, they don't exist. And Austria will be buffed for this video, as you guys know from all of my empire videos. Let's get started. So the first thing that happens is Hungary joins Austria. Now they do that because it will be a lot better for them if they join, because if they didn't join, Austria would kind of invade them, and you know. And the second thing Austria does, so this is the first thing, and then Austria declares war on Slovenia and Croatia. Some troops from Hungary start to push into Croatia and Slovenia, while some troops from Austria do that as well from here. They eventually take this part of Croatia, and after some more time, Slovenia capitulates. After Croatia loses its capital, Croatia eventually surrenders. And the peace treaty is complete negotiation. Now the second thing they do is declare war on Bosnia. And to nobody's, And Serbia joins with the help of Montenegro, and Kosovo and Albania join on Austria's side. We also have Czechia and Slovakia joining on Serbia's side. And now we have a pretty huge war. We have some Austrian troops starting to push into Bosnia and also into Montenegro from, some Albanian troops start to push into Montenegro as well, while Serbian troops start to push into Kosovo, and some Czechian troops start to push into Austria. Slovakia eventually makes a little push into Hungary, taking over some part of the country, or no, the state. Eventually, after some time, we have the troops arriving, and we have Albania pushing back, and Albania and Austria pushing back Serbia, and also entering Serbia from Kosovo. Eventually, Montenegro surrenders, and Bosnia collapses. Now we have a full-on invasion of Serbia, and we also have a push into Slovakia that is started. Eventually, we have all of the troops being pushed back, and now we have the invasion of Czechia and Slovakia. Eventually they cut them off, and Slovakia surrenders. Over here in the north, Serbia's capital is eventually captured, and Serbia surrenders. And we also have Austrian troops starting to push into Czechia, and after some time Czechia surrenders as well. And now we have Austria annexing all of Czechia, Slovakia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and half of Serbia. Kosovo gains independence, and Albania is, and nothing happens with Albania. Now, they can do some more things now. They can invade Albania, Italy, Romania, Ukraine, or Poland, or Germany. They decide, okay, maybe they decide to declare war on Romania. Moldova joins, Poland joins, and also Bulgaria joins. But North Macedonia joins on the side of Austria-Hungary. That was really unexpected. Am I right, guys? Okay. Some Austrian troops start to push into Romania, but over here Polish troops start to push into Austria, Slovakia, taking over pretty much all of it, and also starting a little push into Hungary. Some troops from North Macedonia start to push into Bulgaria, and over here in the north, the push into Romania is continued. Now we have some, we basically have Bulgarian troops pushing back North Macedonia and starting to push into North Macedonia, taking over all of the country. Now, Bulgaria does something here. they started to push into Kosovo. They started to enter Kosovo. And Albania and Kosovo eventually is dragged in the war on Austria's side. Albania joins and Serbia joins on Romania's side. Eventually, some Romanian and Serbian troops push back Austria, and the push into Hungary is started from Romania, and also Serbia starts to push into their last lands that they lost to to Austria. Polish troops start to push into Czechia as well, and yeah, that's what happens. Eventually, Kosovo falls, and Albania starts to fall really quickly. Eventually, Albania falls as well, and it is looking really good for the blue team. Now, eventually some Austrian troops finally arrive and start to push back over here in the north. And they do that. Over here in the south, they push back Poland they get all of Czechia back, and they start to push into Slovakia. They eventually get all of Montenegro back. So all of Montenegro back. And they push into Serbia. In Albania, they don't push into Albania for now. They eventually push back the Romanian and Polish troops back to the original borders. Now it's still looking good for the blue team because they have all of Kosovo, North Macedonia, and Albania. And we have Austria doing something here. They make a slight small push into Romania. And now it is seen that they want peace. They do this. They decide, okay, they're not gonna defend Albania, Kosovo, and North Macedonia. But they're still gonna get some parts of Romania, so it's better for them. Okay, and this is the peace treaty. We have Austria taking a little bit of Romania. Moldova joins Romania. Serbia annexes Albania, and Bulgaria takes half of North Macedonia, and the other half is it's at Serbia. Yeah. And this is the empire that Austria created. Now they could maybe invade Italy in the future, but then they will lose land to Romania because they will probably join. Serbia will probably join. Bulgaria will probably join, and yeah. This is pretty much the Austria-Hungary, and you know that collapsed. And this can really happen to this Austria empire too. I mean, they have a lot of the Balkans, which is really hard to get all of them. That's why Yugoslavia didn't work. They have like Czechia and Slovakia, in Romanian territories, and yeah. In the future, they might collapse. Romania might get like this part. No, they might get like this part back. Serbia might get all of their parts back over here, and Montenegro. In the Balkans, lots of countries, and Czechia and Slovakia gaining independence. That might happen in the future. But for now, it's good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye!